Hey you guys, I'm Lisa Taylor. I wanted to tell you something. We've been moving into this new place. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you can see the background. It's pretty nice, but it's been a lot of work. It's been 4 years in coming, and we were moving a big cedar chest the other day and moving it out of the Prius. And I gotta say, props to the Prius. You can move a lot of stuff in a Prius. So anyways, this big cedar chest, and I got my hand crushed between the cedar chest and the frame of the car and was wearing work gloves and like reacted to the pain. It was really painful. I thought I'd broken something. I didn't look at it. And what was interesting is I remember reading a passage from Psalms like a couple days before and thought about this passage. It says, where no wood is, the fire goes out, and where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. And if I didn't tell the story that my hand had just gotten crushed by this massive chest between a big hunk of wood and a big hunk of metal, if I didn't tell the story to myself, if I didn't dive into the story of this trauma, then the fire would go out, then the strife would cease. And I really kept my thought out of the material sense of things and really chose, like this choice matters. I really chose to only lean into what does God know of me right now? What does God know of this situation? My my honor, my honesty, my integrity can't be crushed by a chest or a car or the space between a chest and a car. A chest and a car are both really good ideas. So these two ideas can't compete with each other, can't conflict with each other, can't cause harm to another idea, me. So lots of kind of spiritual ideas went through thought. I immediately said no to the pain and no to, there's a line from the book that I think those of you who follow me probably know it well, this book, Science and Health, with Key to the Scriptures by Mary Baker Eddy. And she discovered the divine law of God, the law of God that Jesus demonstrated when he healed people. So how we can heal just the way Jesus did and lean on the law of God, lean on the power of God to heal. And so I was really leaning into the law of God, not leaning into the supposed laws of matter. And anyway, the pain left pretty quickly after a bit. And I was very much focused on staying unselfed, not diving into poor little me and oh my gosh, and this is horrible, and all the stories that we would like to tell, kind of like if there is no talebearer, if I don't tell the tale, then I can't feel the strife. So kept going and we worked another couple hours cleaning out the yard and doing different things. And then later on, I had occasion to take my work glove off and noticed that there was a lot of swelling and discoloration and that kind of thing. And that night, I wasn't dealing with pain, that I had handled the pain metaphysically, but that night when I started telling my husband about it, because he didn't really know, um, I noticed as soon as I started telling the story, the pain came rushing back. And I thought, oh, whoa, isn't this interesting? As soon as it's in my thought as an issue, all the effect of that came rushing back. So I immediately denounced it and said, nope, not mine. There's a suggestion of this pain and suffering coming up, but it's not mine, and I'm not taking it on. And the pain left. So I just continue to work metaphysically and know who I truly am as a child of God and be really clear in my thought that this imposition of an accident was not, I was not going to claim it as mine or tell the story that it was my experience. And in the morning when I woke up and had occasion to see my hand, there was very tiny little like mark of, but there was all the swelling was gone and all the discoloration was gone and was absolutely fine, was able to use my hand completely. And it was a really cool healing. But I really, I kind of go back to that passage from Psalms, where no wood is, the fire goes out. And where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. So I just offer this healing to you as an example of what can happen when we follow divine law and God's law instead of what we have been grown up to believe in material law. The five senses don't tell us the truth. And we know this from quantum physics, but we also know this from divine law. So anyway, lots of love. Hope to see you soon. If you haven't tried Morning Metaphys, definitely check it out. There's a new URL you can go to, getfreesupport.com, because you can get free support for a week in your daily practice. Come join us for a week of free support in your daily practice and see if consistency in your daily practice will help you when you get confronted with things like your hand getting crushed in or something that comes up very suddenly. And you have that sturdy foundation of metaphysical understanding to lean on and practice and stand by the law of God and really have effective, quick healing. So no matter where you are, no matter who's around, it's available. So if you're not practiced at it, or if you want to kind of have more consistency in your daily practice, go getfreesupport.com and sign up for a free week of Morning Metaphys, and hope to see you in there. All right. Lots